Hello students, this is Dr. Ruchira Choudhury and welcome to Infinity Math class. Today we will learn some short tricks related to vector to solve some problems of JEE Main Mathematics. So let's start. So I am coming to the first problem. Problem 1. If P, Q, R are three vectors and these three vectors are mutually perpendicular vectors of equal magnitude, then the angle between vector P and vector P plus Q plus R is, these are the four options and you will have to find out the correct option. To find the angle between two vectors, we will have to find out the scalar product or dot product of two vectors. Now the trick is we will have to put the vector P, Q and R. We have to assume the vector P, Q and R and in such a way that this condition will hold. So I am putting P as I, Q as J and R as K, that is unit vector I, unit vector J and unit vector K. So this condition holds because these are the three mutually perpendicular vectors and also these vectors have equal magnitude. So I can easily put the vector P as I, Q as J and R as K. So in order to find the angle between this and this, we will have to find the angle between I and I plus J plus K. And to find the angle between these two vectors, we will have to find the scalar product or dot product of these two vectors. So let the theta be the angle between I and I plus J plus K. Then I dot I plus J plus K equals mod of I plus J plus K into cos theta. This is the definition of a scalar product or dot product. So theta will be cos inverse I dot I plus J plus K divided by mod of I plus J plus K mod. And this since scalar product or dot product is distributive, so I can expand this dot product as I dot I plus I dot J plus I dot K. Now we know that I dot J will be 0 and I dot K will be 0 because these are the three mutually perpendicular vectors and the angle between any two vectors will be 90 degree and cos 90 will be 0. So there will remain I dot I and the I dot I will be mod of I square, that is 1. So this will be cos inverse 1 divided by, this is 1 and this is root 3. So this is the correct option. Next let's start the second problem. The problem is like that: U is a vector like this I plus J and P is a vector like this I minus J and W is I plus 2J plus 3K. Now N is a unit vector such that scalar product or dot product of N with the vector U is 0 and also dot product of N with the vector V is also 0. So you will have to find out the dot product of N with the vector W and that is the magnitude of the dot product of N with the vector W. These are the four options and you will have to find out the correct option. So the trick is you will have to put the value of the unit vector in such a way that these two conditions are satisfied. So if I put N as I, then I is a unit vector, this condition is satisfied, but I dot U, that will be I dot U equals to u dot I equals to I dot I plus j, and that will be not equals to null vector, sorry 0. Scalar product of a two vectors is a scalar quantity, so that will be not equal to 0. I dot I equals to 1 and I dot j will be 0, so that will not be equal to 0. So I cannot put the value of n as the unit vector I. Similarly, I cannot put the value of n as unit vector j because these two conditions will not be satisfied. So I cannot put the value of n as j. So if I put n as k, then these two conditions are easily satisfied because u dot k equals to I dot k plus j dot k, and that is equals to 0. Similarly, if v dot k is also 0. So w dot k will be equal to I dot k plus 2 j dot k plus 3 k dot k, and that is 0, that is 0, and that will be 1. So 3 dot 1 equals to 3. This is the correct option. So let's come to the third problem. It's like that. The ABC are three non-coplanar unit vectors equally inclined to one another at an acute angle theta. Then box of ABC, that is the scalar triple product of ABC in terms of theta, is equal to, these are the four options, and you will have to find out the correct option. Now since ABC are non-coplanar unit vectors, so I can easily put the value of ABC in as A equals to I and B equals to J and C equals to K, because these are the unit vectors along x-axis, y-axis and z-axis. So I, J, K are non-coplanar vectors and also unit vectors. So this condition is satisfied, and second condition is the vectors are equally inclined to one another, and we know that I is inclined to J as with the angle 90 degree, J is inclined to K with the angle 90 degree, and K is inclined to I with the angle 90 degree. So the angles between any two vectors in that case is 90 degree. So this condition is also satisfied. So I can put A equals to I, B equals to J and C equals to K. Now the box of I, J, K is the scalar triple product of I, J, K, that is I dot J cross K by the definition, and J cross K equals to I. So I dot I equals to 1. Now you find the value 1 is, where is the value 1? Now in these four options you can find in the option C the value is 1, because this is cos 90 means 0, and this is 1, and this is also 1 dot 1 equals to 1. So option C is the correct option. So these are the three problems that we solve in this class, and the trick is you will have to put the vectors in such a way that the condition given in the problem is easily satisfied. This is the main tricks that we learn in this video. So stay connected and we will solve more problems of JEE Main Mathematics.